Do you remember the stunning actresses who captivated the world in the 90s? They were the ultimate beauty icons, the golden faces of cinema, gracing magazine covers and becoming the dream of millions of fans. But has time left its mark on them? How have they changed over the years? Who has maintained their radiant beauty? Who has undergone an astonishing transformation that no one expected? And who has chosen to step away from the spotlight for a simpler life? We'll bring you rare footage, untold stories, and exclusive secrets about these once iconic stars. From breathtaking comebacks to shocking behind-the-scenes revelations, it's all coming your way. Hit subscribe now so you don't miss any exciting videos about these unforgettable beauty icons.
Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly welcome to the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
In 1990, at just 18 years old, Christina Applegate was already a Hollywood sensation, rising to fame as a phenomenon thanks to her role as Kelly Bundy in the hit sitcom Married, with Children. With her stunning beauty, flowing blonde hair, and rebellious style, she became an icon for the youth of that era. But Christina wasn't just about looks. She had a natural comedic talent that made her performances unforgettable. While her role as Kelly Bundy catapulted her to widespread fame, it also placed immense pressure on her to prove that she was more than just a hot blonde, that she was a true actress. And she did exactly that. Christina refused to be confined to a single stereotype, constantly challenging herself with diverse roles to showcase her acting range. As she stepped into the 2000s, Christina continued to impress with her performances in comedies like The Sweetest Thing, 2002, and Anchorman, 2004, displaying her versatility as an actress. But her career wasn't limited to just comedy. She proved her ability to take on deeper, more complex roles in both television and film. One of her most memorable performances was in the series Samantha Who, 2007 to 2009, where she played a woman suffering from amnesia, trying to rediscover herself. This role earned her a Golden Globe nomination and widespread recognition within the industry. Christina's career never stagnated. It expanded, proving that she was a serious actress with the ability to adapt and shine in any role. However, Christina's journey wasn't just about Hollywood glitz and glamour. In 2008, she was diagnosed with breast cancer, facing a grueling battle that led to a double mastectomy to prevent the disease from returning. Rather than letting the illness define her, Christina faced it head-on and emerged as a powerful advocate for women's health. She founded Right Action for Women, an organization dedicated to supporting high-risk women, and openly shared her journey to inspire and educate millions. But her struggles didn't end there. In 2021, she revealed her diagnosis with multiple sclerosis, MS, a disease that severely affects the nervous system and motor functions. Even in the face of such a difficult challenge, Christina never lost her fighting spirit. Despite her health issues, she pushed through to complete the final season of Dead to Me, a role that earned her critical acclaim and prestigious award nominations. Her unwavering dedication and passion for her craft speak volumes about her resilience. At 53, she may no longer be the teenage starlet she once was, but Christina Applegate remains an icon, not just for her beauty and talent, but for her incredible strength and perseverance. From a teen sensation to a fearless, inspiring woman, Christina has shown that true beauty isn't just about appearance. It's about the courage to keep going, no matter what life throws your way. Do you still remember the rebellious Kelly Bundy from back in the day? Drop a comment below.
all of our producers, Brad, Donald, Sammy Lee, everybody at Media 8, Market, thank you so much for working so hard on this film. My
In 1999, at just 23 years old, Charlize Theron made a powerful impression in Hollywood with her breathtaking beauty and undeniable charisma. With a face as perfect as a Greek goddess, mesmerizing blue eyes, and a supermodel-like physique, Charlize quickly became the beauty icon of a new generation. However, unlike many other actresses who were typecast based on their looks, she established herself as a serious actress from the very beginning. That same year, she starred in The Cider House Rules, a film that earned her praise not only for her striking appearance, but also for her acting abilities. But Charlize never settled for just being a pretty face on screen. She had an undeniable hunger to prove herself as a top-tier actress, willing to transform completely to take on more challenging roles. Her biggest career breakthrough came in 2003, when she made the bold decision to shatter her flawless goddess image and transform into a ruthless serial killer in Monster. To fully embody the role, she gained weight and altered her appearance so drastically that audiences could barely recognize her. Her raw and intense performance left the world stunned, and, as a result, she became the first South African actress to win an Oscar. This defining moment proved that Charlize Theron was not just a beautiful face, but a rare talent, unafraid to challenge herself to reach the peak of artistic excellence. More importantly, she demonstrated that success for women in Hollywood wasn't just about beauty, it was about talent, dedication, and fearlessness. Throughout the 2010s, Charlize continued to dominate the big screen with a series of bold continues to challenge herself with new roles, proving that age is no barrier to success. Even as she approaches 50, she still headlines high-intensity action films, maintaining her signature mix of power and allure. From an unknown girl in South Africa to one of Hollywood's greatest stars, Charlize Theron's journey is a testament to perseverance, transformation, and unyielding ambition. No matter how time passes, she remains an icon of beauty, talent, and strength. Do you remember the moment Charlize Theron left you speechless on screen? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
We were just getting reacquainted here after we talked for Rising Sun, of course, with Wesley. Talked with Sean Connery since that time?
Oh, he lives in Europe. He's off. I saw him at something after that, but no, he's off on an.
In 1992, at just 25 years old, Tia Carrere was one of Hollywood's hottest stars. With her striking mixed heritage of Hawaiian, Chinese, and Filipino descent, she boasted a sun-kissed complexion, captivating almond-shaped eyes, and an irresistibly alluring figure. That year, she set the screen on fire with her role as Cassandra Wong in Wayne's World, a performance that made her the dream girl of an entire generation. But Tia was more than just a pretty face. She had a powerful singing voice and proved her talent in both acting and music. Her career soared with a string of hit films and appearances that left fans mesmerized. Throughout the 90s and early 2000s, Tia continued to captivate audiences with roles in action and adventure films like True Lies, 1994, alongside Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the TV series Relic Hunter, 1999 to 2002, where she played a fearless and seductive archaeologist. Unlike many of her contemporaries who relied solely on their looks, Tia Carrere demonstrated true versatility as an actress. She could exude charm and sensuality on screen while also embodying the strength and resilience of a warrior. In addition to acting, she was a woman who knows her worth. From a young Hawaiian girl with big dreams to an enduring symbol of beauty and talent, Tia Carrere has traveled a long, eventful journey filled with highs and lows. While she may not be the same Hollywood bombshell she was in the 90s, she remains a legend of grace, talent, and resilience. What's your most unforgettable memory of Tia Carrere? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Well, what made you want to produce The Outsiders?
By the way, I get very nervous on talk shows. I get very uncomfortable, and I haven't. And you know this. This is so not my.
In 1998, at just 22 years old, Angelina Jolie captivated the world. Her wild beauty, mesmerizing deep-set eyes, and signature full lips became her unmistakable trademarks. But beyond her striking looks, her acting talent also exploded onto the scene with Gia, 1998, earning her a prestigious Golden Globe Award. At the time, people didn't just see a stunning woman. They saw an actress with incredible depth and passion for her craft. Angelina Jolie was never the typical good girl of Hollywood. She was bold, rebellious, and unafraid to break the rules, qualities that made her even more irresistible. Stepping into the 2000s, Angelina Jolie cemented her status as a box office queen with her powerful portrayal in Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, 2001. She didn't just play a fierce warrior on screen, she performed her own stunts, proving she was far more than just a pretty face. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, 2005, propelled her to even greater heights, and her Jolie was no longer just an actress. She had become a filmmaker and a symbol of female empowerment. Maleficent, 2014, showcased her as a commanding, enigmatic figure full of raw emotion. She didn't just stand in front of the camera. She took on directing, telling powerful and heartbreaking stories like First They Killed My Father, 2017. She also made bold personal choices, from undergoing a preventative double mastectomy to openly fighting for women's rights worldwide. Angelina Jolie was no longer just a Hollywood beauty. She had become a fearless voice and an inspiration to millions of women across the globe. Now, in 2025, at 49 years old, Angelina Jolie still exudes the aura of a goddess. She has never resorted to plastic surgery or chased artificial beauty standards. Instead, she embraces a healthy lifestyle and lives life on her own terms. Though she doesn't appear on screen as often as before, every public appearance still sends the media into a frenzy. Her skin remains radiant, her figure elegant, and her gaze as piercing as ever. But more than anything, what makes Angelina truly shine is her presence. The presence of a woman who has endured, evolved, and emerged more powerful than ever. From a rebellious young starlet to a Hollywood legend, Angelina Jolie has carved out an irreplaceable legacy. Her beauty, talent, resilience, and compassion have made her one of the most influential women in the world. What's your most unforgettable Angelina moment? Share your thoughts on this legendary woman in the comments below.
When I was taking pictures, my face started twitching really, really bad. When I was like, lashes was going off, my face was like, so I'm sure there's a lot of pictures. Cameron Diaz, and this is my life in looks, and it's in a book. Let's check it out.
In 1994, at the age of 21, Cameron Diaz officially stepped into Hollywood with her role in the comedy film The Mask, starring alongside comedian Jim Carrey. At the time, the young actress, with her golden blonde hair, mesmerizing blue eyes, and radiant smile, immediately captured the hearts of audiences. No one could forget the moment Cameron appeared in a stunning red dress, her hair flowing effortlessly with a playful and captivating gaze. She was not just a newcomer. She was a beauty icon of the 90s. Her youthful, natural look, combined with a healthy glow, quickly made Cameron one of the most sought-after faces of the era. Without adhering to conventional beauty standards, she won over audiences with her effortless charm and vibrant energy. As the 2000s arrived, Cameron Diaz solidified her position as an A-list actress. With a string of box office hits like There's Something About Mary, Charlie's Angels, The Holiday, and Shrek, she not only showcased her acting talent, but also mesmerized the public with her ever-growing allure. Unlike other actresses who pursued a sharp, dramatic beauty, Cameron stayed true to her youthful, fresh, and energetic image. She became known as one of Hollywood's most radiant beauties, bringing positive energy wherever she went. With her sun-kissed skin, toned physique, and glowing confidence, Cameron shined in every setting. It was her natural charisma, playful spirit, and free-spirited personality that made her irresistibly attractive. A beauty that wasn't confined to rigid standards, but instead stemmed from a love of life and an adventurous soul. However, unlike many of her contemporaries, Cameron Diaz made a surprising decision to step away from the entertainment industry in 2014. She chose to focus on enjoying life, exploring her passion for health and wellness, and finding inner balance. Though she no longer appeared frequently on the big screen, Cameron maintained her status as an ageless beauty. She devoted her time to self-care, adopted a healthy lifestyle, and wrote books on wellness, inspiring millions of women worldwide. Even without an active Hollywood career, she remained one of the industry's most beloved figures, a woman who didn't chase fame, but instead lived according to her own values. Now, in 2025, at 52 years old, Cameron Diaz continues to stun the public with her timeless beauty. Showing little sign of aging, she maintains radiant skin, a fit physique, and the signature bright smile that defined her youth. What makes Cameron remarkable isn't just her appearance, but her effortless confidence, laid-back charm, and infectious positivity. She has never relied on cosmetic surgery to preserve her looks. Instead, she has embraced a healthy lifestyle, balanced nutrition, and an unwaveringly joyful spirit. She often appears with little to no makeup, proving that true beauty lies in authenticity. At 52, she is more than just a former Hollywood star. She is a symbol of self-love, freedom, and genuine happiness. More than 3 decades have passed, yet Cameron Diaz's name still evokes memories of Hollywood's golden age of youthful exuberance. Not only did she achieve immense success as an actress, but she also won over audiences with her optimistic outlook and refusal to conform to outdated beauty standards. At 52, Cameron Diaz may no longer be the 21-year-old rising star she once was, but she remains herself, a strong, radiant woman who continues to shine in her own unique way. Do you think Cameron Diaz still holds the same charm as she did during her prime? Leave a comment below.
Now, are you going? You on break right now? Are you going back to Baywatch?
I'm just finishing hiatus. That's what we call it, in showbiz. I actually go back tomorrow. On Sunday, we're doing the ever-famous gallery shoot that go out internationally for the rest of the year.
Yes, so, I've got those photos, yes. And
in 1990, at just 21 years old, Yasmine Bleeth became a name the world couldn't get enough of, thanks to her captivating beauty and undeniable charm. With her voluminous brunette hair, deep blue eyes, and radiant smile, she quickly left a lasting impression on audiences. At the time, Yasmine wasn't just another promising young actress. She embodied classic Hollywood beauty, effortlessly blending sweetness with an intoxicating allure. She started her career with minor television roles, but it was Baywatch that catapulted her to fame, making her one of the most stunning women of the 1990s. The iconic image of Yasmine in a red swimsuit, confidently striding along the beach, became a defining symbol of beauty for an entire generation. Beyond her flawless physique, Her magnetic presence made it impossible to look away. The 1990s marked the peak of Yasmine Bleeth's career. More than just a Baywatch star, she graced television screens in hit shows like One Life to Live, Nash Bridges, and Titans. While her acting skills received mixed reviews, her beauty was never up for debate. She possessed a striking yet natural allure. Glamorous but not overly sharp, effortlessly seductive without trying too hard. Her well-balanced features, full lips, and dreamy gaze made her the ultimate beauty icon, setting a standard that many aspired to. During this period, Yasmine wasn't just a television star. She was a staple on magazine covers, her every appearance drawing widespread admiration. Wherever she went, all eyes were on her, and her name became synonymous with allure and elegance. However, unlike many of her peers, Yasmine's journey wasn't all glitz and glamour. As the 2000s arrived, she faced a series of personal struggles, including a battle with substance abuse, which took a toll on both her career and appearance. Once one of Hollywood's most desired women, she gradually withdrew from the entertainment industry and virtually disappeared from the spotlight. The images of Yasmine looking worn, not as fiery as she once was, but with a depth and wisdom that make her all the more intriguing. More than 3 decades have passed, yet Yasmine Bleeth remains a symbol of Hollywood's golden era. She is not just remembered for her mesmerizing looks, but for her journey, one marked by triumph, hardship, and self-discovery. While her beauty may have evolved, what truly sets her apart is her presence, her individuality, and the unique path she has carved for herself. Do you still remember Yasmine Bleeth at her Baywatch peak? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Is it true that supermodels get paid that enormous amount of money?
Discuss money ever, and I want to correct this, that I never ever get out of bed for $10,000.
No, I never said you did. We were just making it up as we went along.
In 1996, at the age of 22, Naomi Campbell was already one of the most powerful supermodels in the world. As one of the big 5 of the 90s fashion scene, Naomi not only possessed a striking angular face, but also an incredible physique, with every step she took on the catwalk becoming iconic. With her healthy brown skin and piercing eyes, Naomi dazzled on every major runway, from Chanel and Versace to Dior, and graced the covers of high-profile magazines like Vogue. She was not just a muse for renowned designers, she was also a pioneering model of color, breaking barriers in an industry that traditionally favored Western faces. From the 90s into the early 2000s, Naomi Campbell's career continued to soar. She appeared in numerous blockbuster advertising campaigns, becoming the face of some of the world's most luxurious brands. Beyond modeling, Naomi ventured into various other fields, including singing, acting, and even business. Despite facing her share of controversies, she maintained the proud demeanor of a Black Panther. Strong, aloof, and irresistibly alluring. Audiences still vividly remember her powerful strides on the Victoria's Secret runway and the stunning fashion spreads that showcased her unparalleled presence. As she entered her 40s, Naomi Campbell proved that age is just a number. While many models of her generation faded into the background, Naomi retained her peak performance. Not only did she continue to walk in major fashion shows, but she also became an active advocate for charitable causes, supporting campaigns that uplifted the rights of people of color in the fashion industry. Naomi transformed from a rebellious supermodel into a true powerhouse, a role model for the younger generation. She graced events with an unchanging elegance, her features remaining as sharp and striking as in the early days of her career. Now, in 2025, at the age of 51, Naomi Campbell remains a living legend in the modeling world. While she may not walk the runway as frequently as before, every appearance still leaves the public in awe. Her skin remains radiant, her physique is toned, and her presence is as powerful as ever. Unlike many beauties who choose the route of plastic surgery to cling to their youth, Naomi has committed to a healthy lifestyle, rigorous training, and a strict diet to maintain her ageless beauty. She doesn't rely on artificial enhancements to shine. She was born a star. From an ambitious young girl to a living legend in fashion, Naomi Campbell has embarked on a long journey filled with challenges and triumphs. Regardless of how the fashion world evolves, Naomi will always be the legendary Black Panther, an irreplaceable symbol of beauty and power. What's your most memorable moment of Naomi Campbell? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
You look wonderful. What is it you wanted Kathy to do?
Man, the key line of her commercial, beer commercial, where they...
In 1990, at the age of 26, Kathy Ireland was already one of the most famous models in the world. Gracing the covers of numerous prestigious magazines, especially the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, she quickly became a beauty icon known for her fit physique, radiant smile, and captivating blue eyes. Kathy was not just a sultry supermodel, she embodied a healthy, all-American style that defined the 1980s and 1990s. She could light up any photo with her confident demeanor and energetic presence. Alongside Cindy Crawford, Ella McPherson, and Paulina Poriskova, Kathy Ireland helped define a generation of golden supermodels in the global fashion industry. However, Kathy didn't stop at her modeling career. She quickly proved that she possessed not only beauty, but also a brilliant business mind. By the mid-1990s, she had established Kathy Ireland Worldwide, KIWW, a company specializing in fashion, home decor, and lifestyle products. Transitioning from a famous model to a successful entrepreneur, Kathy expanded her influence far beyond the entertainment realm. No one could have predicted that a stunning supermodel strutting on beaches in bold bikinis could become one of the most powerful businesswomen in America, generating billions in revenue. Entering the 2000s, while many of her contemporaries gradually withdrew from the entertainment scene, Kathy Ireland continued to expand her career. She appeared on television, sharing her business journey and inspiring many women to pursue their entrepreneurial dreams. With her intelligence and decisiveness, Kathy transformed her brand into a true empire, partnering with hundreds of retailers worldwide. Although she no longer walked the runway, she maintained her confident demeanor and captivating style, earning admiration from the public. Now, in 2025, at 61 years old, Kathy Ireland still radiates beauty and impressive vitality. She hasn't relied on plastic surgery or artificial beauty standards. Instead, she has embraced a healthy lifestyle, regular exercise, and a positive mindset. Even after moving past her peak modeling years, Kathy continues to exude an irresistible allure every time she appears in public. Her skin remains smooth, her smile bright, and her presence powerful, testaments to a timeless beauty that not everyone possesses. From a sultry supermodel to a successful businesswoman, Kathy Ireland has demonstrated that women can be not only beautiful, but also strong and influential. Over 3 decades later, she remains a name spoken with admiration. Do you remember Kathy Ireland's legendary photo shoots? Share your thoughts on her extraordinary journey in the comments below.
How important is having a family for you?
It's very important. I mean, for me, it's like that's the reason I'm here. So, but is it?
Cindy and Richard's family.
Yeah. I mean, that's why we got married. So,
In 1990, at just 23 years old, Cindy Crawford took the fashion world by storm. With her voluminous brown hair, mesmerizing deep-set eyes, and, most notably, her signature beauty mark above her lip, Cindy quickly became one of the most powerful supermodels of the 90s. She graced the covers of prestigious magazines such as Vogue, Elle, Harper's Bazaar, and became the face of the most luxurious brands. At the time, no one could deny that Cindy Crawford was the ultimate symbol of sensuality, elegance, and perfection. But behind that beauty was a determined woman who knew exactly what she wanted and continuously pushed herself to reach new heights. Cindy didn't limit herself to the runway. She ventured into television and film as well. Hosting House of Style on MTV brought her closer to the public, creating a generation of devoted fans. She also tried her hand at acting with the movie Fair Game, 1995. While it wasn't a cinematic masterpiece, it proved that Cindy was far more than just a pretty face. Throughout the 90s and early 2000s, she remained a beauty icon, one of the highest-paid models in the world, and the dream of millions of men. But what set Cindy apart was that she never let fame control her life. She was always in charge, knowing exactly when to step back and when to move forward. As she entered her 40s, Cindy Crawford no longer walked the runways, but her allure remained as strong as ever. Instead of chasing artificial beauty standards, she embraced a healthy lifestyle, taking care of herself from the inside out. She became a role model for successful women, balancing a thriving business career with a happy family life. She also inspired the next generation, especially her daughter, Kaya Gerber, who inherited her mother's beauty and undeniable presence. Cindy proved that age doesn't diminish a legend. Instead, it elevates her, making her even more refined and captivating. Now, in 2025, at 58 years old, Cindy Crawford still leaves the public in awe whenever she appears. Her toned physique, youthful skin, and effortless elegance are proof that beauty isn't just about looks. It's a way of life. She doesn't conform to artificial beauty standards. Instead, she embraces self-love and lives life on her own terms. Every time she shares a photo on social media, millions of fans admire her ageless charm. From an ambitious young woman to an eternal beauty icon, Cindy Crawford has solidified her irreplaceable status in the fashion industry and in the hearts of her fans. What's your most unforgettable Cindy Crawford moment? Share your thoughts on this legendary woman in the comments below.
In the script, but I was never there when they shot. And seeing anything that is pretty cool.
What went through your mind when you got that call from Tim Burton?
Well, the call speak to you, and I said, well, I don't need to read the script.
In 1994, at the age of 24, Catherine Zeta-Jones was one of the brightest gems in British cinema. Her classic beauty, combined with an air of mystery, quickly made her the center of attention. With her sleek, jet-black hair, deep brown eyes, and striking facial features, Catherine exuded a regal elegance that was both mesmerizing and refined. She wasn't the typical sweet, innocent beauty. Instead, she possessed an enchanting allure, like a goddess stepping out of a mythological tale. Early in her career, she stood out in British television, but it was her role in The Darling Buds of May that won over audiences. More than just a talented actress, Catherine carried herself with an aristocratic grace, an air of power and mystery that made it impossible to look away. By the late 90s, Catherine Zeta-Jones had reached the pinnacle of her career as she made her way into Hollywood. The Mask of Zorro, 1998, propelled her to A-list status, cementing her as one of the most captivating faces on screen. With her sharp features, alluring figure, and undeniable confidence, Hollywood quickly embraced her. she continued to prove her talent with standout performances in Entrapment, Traffic, and, most notably, Chicago, a role that earned her a coveted Oscar. Beyond her acting skills, Catherine captivated the media with her timeless elegance and sophistication. Every time she graced the red carpet, she radiated old Hollywood glamour, reminiscent of cinema's golden age. Not only did she thrive in her career, but Catherine Zeta-Jones also built a personal life that many admired. Her marriage to legendary actor Michael Douglas became one of Hollywood's most talked-about love stories, despite their 25-year age gap. Through the pressures of fame and personal challenges, including her husband's health struggles, Catherine remained poised, strong, and fiercely independent. She wasn't just a successful actress. She was a woman of power who knew how to take control of her own destiny. Even as Hollywood's focus shifted to younger stars, Catherine never lost her shine. She refused to conform to fleeting beauty trends, instead maintaining her signature, refined, sophisticated style, earning admiration from fans and critics alike. In 2025, now at 55, Catherine Zeta-Jones continues to astonish the public with her ageless beauty. Though no longer the young ingenue she once was, her elegance, confidence, and commanding presence remain untouched by time. Unlike many Hollywood stars, she has steered clear of excessive plastic surgery, opting instead for a natural, graceful aging process. With flawless skin, piercing eyes, and an air of authority, she remains a true beauty icon. At 55, she still commands attention at major events, effortlessly exuding the same regal charm that has defined her throughout her career. While she may not appear on screen as often, she continues to be a highly sought-after figure in fashion and entertainment. More than 3 decades have passed, yet Catherine Zeta-Jones remains one of Hollywood's most legendary beauty icons. With a successful career, a fulfilling personal life, and an unparalleled aura of sophistication, she is a true testament to confidence, strength, and grace. At 55, she is more than just a talented actress. She is a symbol of timeless beauty and empowerment for modern women. Do you think Catherine Zeta-Jones still holds the same allure as she did in her prime? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
How much I enjoyed this film.
Thank you so much.
It is a beautiful film. And I've been doing this a long time. I cannot remember when I have been more impressed with one's debut performance as I am with your performance.
In 1996, at just 18 years old, Liv Tyler captivated the world with her sweet, ethereal beauty. With her delicate features, deep blue eyes, full, alluring lips, and flawless porcelain skin, Liv exuded a fragile yet mesmerizing aura. As the daughter of rock legend Steven Tyler, she could have easily relied on her father's fame, but instead, she carved her own path through sheer talent and striking looks. At the time, she first entered the entertainment industry as a model before transitioning into acting. Her dreamlike beauty quickly caught the attention of directors, landing her roles in films like Stealing Beauty, 1996, where her natural radiance became the talk of Hollywood. By the late 90s, Liv Tyler had cemented her place as an A-list star with her role in Armageddon, 1998. Her image, soft, expressive eyes, cascading dark hair, and an air of gentle grace, captivated millions of viewers. However, her most iconic role came as Arwen in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. No one could forget the breathtaking elven princess with her otherworldly glow, luminous skin, and voice as soothing as a lullaby. This role not only propelled Liv's career to new heights, but also solidified her as a timeless beauty symbol in Hollywood. She was no longer just an actress. She became the embodiment of ethereal elegance, a standard of natural beauty untouched by fleeting trends. Despite her soaring career, Liv Tyler never chased the superficial glamour of Hollywood. She chose a quieter life, staying away from the chaos of the industry. After starting a family and embracing motherhood, she prioritized her personal life over high-profile film roles. Unlike many Hollywood actresses who resort to plastic surgery to maintain their youthful looks, Liv embraced the natural aging process. Rather than turning to cosmetic enhancements, she focused on a healthy lifestyle, allowing her beauty to evolve gracefully. Though no longer the fresh-faced 18-year-old of the 90s, she continues to radiate the same gentle elegance and understated charm. In 2025, at 47, Liv Tyler remains one of Hollywood's most ageless beauties. While she no longer appears on the big screen as often, every public appearance leaves audiences in awe of her timeless allure. She is no longer the dreamy young muse of the 90s, but a mature, sophisticated woman who still carries an air of softness and femininity. Liv has never followed artificial beauty trends. Instead, she embraces minimalism, prioritizing her health and well-being. Recent photos reveal a woman full of vitality, contentment, and confidence in her own skin. More than 3 decades have passed, yet Liv Tyler continues to be a beauty icon. She is not only a talented actress, but also living proof that natural beauty can outshine Hollywood's ever-changing standards. At 47, Liv remains an inspiration to women everywhere, showing that self-acceptance, positivity, and authenticity are the true keys to timeless allure. Do you still remember the stunning Arwen from The Lord of the Rings? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for taking the time to watch our video today. Your support and enthusiasm are what keep us motivated to bring you captivating stories about the stunning actresses of the past. We strive to deliver rare footage, untold secrets, and incredible transformations that will surprise you. We hope each video brings you moments of nostalgia and excitement as we revisit the golden era of these beauty icons. Hit subscribe now to stay with us and never miss out on our upcoming exciting videos. Once again, we sincerely thank you and look forward to seeing you in our next content.